Hi, I'm Isaiah, and I'm on the team here at Timberlake Church. I've done a few episodes in the past, so I'm glad to be back and talking with you about how people find God with the church. Now, people end up in church because they found themselves saying a lot of things, right? Like, I think I'm gonna get divorced. I don't really feel loved with my partner anymore. Or I feel numb. I just eat, sleep, work, repeat. Everything feels stale. So what's the point? Or my friend just passed away, and now it's got me scared. What's gonna happen to them? What's gonna happen to me when I die? Now, church is one place where you can navigate all of these questions and how they relate to love, time, and death. The big three, all of them, and how God guides us through them. This is kind of a heavy way to start the video, I know, but it gives weight to just how unique attending a church is. When you seek out a church to find God, you're finding a unique community of people that are committed to trying to figure out love, time, and death. Now, we've already talked about how people find God through local outreach and mission work in the past episodes, but these ways to find God are actually very similar to finding God from seeking out a church. Both outreach and missions consist of people who are stepping into a public sphere with the intention to encourage that, hey, it's gonna be okay. Let me help you where I can, and to encourage others to think about God, love, time, and death. Church is just a really saturated environment of those people. They'll gather because they know that they're going to be encouraged and challenged and grow with others like them. Now, I'm not saying that you need church to find God. All you need to find God anywhere is yourself. Just ask God to enter your life. Take a step to acknowledge that He's real, that He cares about you, and that Jesus came to save you from how lost you are and how broken life feels. I promise God will show up if you do that. But gosh, if we're talking efficiency and finding God for the first time and connection with people, engaging with a church of people who have already found God is gonna get you there. It's gonna encourage you to find God. It's as simple as God having shared with us that where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am in their midst. There you go. And I mean, if you're already a believer in God, engaging with a space where you're working with others and with God to find continued clarity about life is gonna change your life too. Us humans make these things messy though, so if your church experience has not been like this, and instead you've experienced some hurt at a church, that's not what God wants for you. Keep looking for a new or better church, and God will help you find it, and it's gonna feel way different. Now, whether you're connected to a church right now, are looking to leave a church and find a new one, or have never been connected to a church, it's pretty tough because the modern world we live in actually tries to misguide us and say that, no, we should be autonomous and stay away from church communities, that we can just say, no, I can figure it out myself. I'll figure out my own truth. I don't need anyone else. And this is where we end up either feeling that we're lost because we come to our wits' end, or we just end up avoiding the topics of God, love, time, and death because they're really scary when you're trying to navigate them alone. So finally, I want to invite you to find a community church if you're not already connected to one. Because a church with church walls today is going to be a space that should be inviting you to come figure things out. A place that you can find God for the first time, and a place to connect with others who are seeking God and how He interacts with us. If a church isn't inviting you to do that and you're already at a church, find a new church. You don't have to be alone in navigating your relationship with love, death, and time, and especially in your relationship with God. Now, if you've felt encouraged by this message, please like this video, and if you want to stay up to date with what God is leading us to share with you, please subscribe and ring the notification bell thingy. Thank you for watching this episode. If you haven't watched the previous episodes of this series, our community impact team did a really great job of talking about how to find God through outreach and through missions. And while this wraps up the series, Where to Find God, next week we'll premiere a new series, Deciphering Popular Verses. And I'll be kicking things off for that series, so I'll see you soon.